start with a cup of tea, and actually I'm having popcorn with my tea. Like, it's horrible. And I can't open this, you guys. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Let me turn this off for a second. I just need some tea. So, hi guys. I hope you can see me. I can see the camera going, but it's very fuzzy looking from here, like very blurry. So I hope that it's just my eyes or something else and not that my camera is malfunctioning, because then we're in big trouble, right? I mean, that's my phone and my only camera. So if that doesn't work, I'm done. I'm really done this time. Anyway, so yes, I'm having my tea, my little ginger tea, and I wanted to do some videos today for you guys, some content, create some content. Um, so I wanted to talk today about Harry and Meghan and what has been coined the smear campaign against them, in particular Meghan, because I feel like she has been the target pretty much for the tabloids more than anybody. And so in the community section of the channel, I hope you've been checking that out from time to time, I posed this question, this poll, where I asked if, if you think that if Meghan and Harry had known the extent of the smear campaign against them, the extent of it, the length of time, the intensity of it, and so on, if you think that they would still have gotten married to each other, or would they have been deterred, or would they have done things differently, or would they have just said we don't care and still get married anyway, knowing what they know now. And the majority of people, they were just like, yes. I mean, even if Harry and Meghan had known the extent of the animus, the vitriol, the smear campaign, right, against them, in particular Meghan, that they would have still gotten married because they love each other so much. And I have to say that I think that that's true. I mean, and it's one of the reasons why I admire them so much, because I don't think I could have done it. If I could see into the future and I could see that something or someone in my life would cause me to be exposed to a lot of pain and vitriol of the nature that Meghan has had to endure, and the intensity of it and the smear campaign that would be waged against me just because of the person I happen to be with, the person who happens to say he loves me, I'd run for the hills. I would run for the hills, you guys, because I like my peace. You know what I mean? I like just tranquility. I like anonymity, even, which is why I hide so much, and I don't do a lot of FaceTime videos. Although I'm trying to think whether I should change that in 2025 and do more rather than fewer FaceTime videos. Maybe that's something that people will sort of connect more with the channel because I'm FaceTime. But I prefer to be, for many different reasons. One is I can drink my tea in peace and not have to worry about, because if I take a sip now, right, I put it in my, YouTube will cut it off just at the moment I'm at my most unattractive. You know what I mean? And I don't know how they do that. I don't know how the algorithms do it. Da, da, da. I digress. But it's just to say that I really am someone who just loves peace, you know. And so the idea that my partner, my husband, the person who I happen to love, who happens to love me in return, hopefully, right, is the reason. If I could see into the future and to see that that would be a source of pain and a source of sorrow and cause people to wage and launch a smear campaign. I mean, people are now suggesting, you know how in the Blake Lively case where Blake basically has accused Justin Baldoni and his PR firm and his team of intentionally waging a smear campaign against her, and so she filed this complaint, and soon she probably will be suing him in civil court. And you know, it was so intense, the way they went after her, allegedly because of whatever their motivations were. I mean, at this point, we have to hear from both sides, obviously, but you know, where smear campaigns are concerned, I just feel like if I could tell ahead of time that this is what would happen to me if I got involved with, so I just did by myself. So I really fundamentally admire Meghan in particular, even more than Harry, because to me, it's really Meghan that they're after and not Harry so much. And in the poll that I ran in the community section, it's just like most people really were just like, yeah, I think they would still have gotten married. And I don't know if I would have. I mean, and Harry, poor Harry, is just so gorgeous, so sweet, so handsome, so hot, you know what I mean? And so tall and dashing and so many things, going for him. He's a prince. But if I were in Meghan's place and I knew ahead of time that this would happen, I don't know if I could have done it. So my hat is really off to her and to Harry too, for being so brave and you know choosing love, because in the end we only have one life to live. I'm afraid to take a sip. I always make my tea and then I'm afraid to take a sip for many different reasons. But one is the algorithms or whatever it is that how they stop and put in the commercial on the YouTube videos. I don't know who does that. I don't know how it's done, but they have a way of stopping at that exact precise moment, and it's going to be your least attractive in the whole video. And I don't know how they do that. It's like Chat GPT. I don't understand it. I love Chat GPT. I use Chat daily, honestly. Chat, you know what Chat has started to do? Chat has started to well, not block me, but like, what's the word I want to use? To put guardrails on how fast I can come up with new requests, because I love writing, obviously. I'm a writer. I mean, I have books. Here's a book I wrote. I have more books, none of which ever, made a dime. But this one, it's a mess. Conversations with Oprah, Donald Trump, and Jesus, you guys. So I love to write. I think it was on Amazon. I wrote this 17 years ago. 17 years ago. It was a significant birthday, and I thought I was so old. Oh my God. I thought I was so old when I wrote this book, you guys. And just in the head that I have right now, it's amazing that I thought I was so old 17 years ago. And now I'm like, I feel the same. I don't feel a day older. I know I look a fright, and my hair definitely will tell you the truth. I color it. But so I love to write. So with ChatGPT, it's like, oh my God, I'm in heaven, you know, because I'm just like, and put this in and take that out, and I'm not like, I don't love it, and we're like this. It's like my assistant, you know. And so why did I tell you that? I have no idea. I'm talking about Meghan and Harry and the smear campaign. But yeah, I do think that the smear campaign is so intense, you know, and it's so widespread what they've done to Meghan, and it's so unrelenting, honestly. I really think there should be a deep dive. Someone needs to investigate this smear campaign against Meghan. Where is it coming from? Who's benefiting from it? Who's making the most money from it? And so on and so forth. Because it's so all encompassing, really. And when I imagine like being in her place, I mean, there is just no way. I don't know why I went into the whole chat GP thing. As I'm talking to you, I'm trying to remember why did I go into the chat GPT. But yeah, I'm seeing that the algorithms in these things are really scary. Chat GPT, YouTube, with when you know I take a sip, it's like it just waits. It's like, oh, she's gonna be really ugly in just a nanosecond. Hold it, and boom, you know. So here's what we're gonna do. How about that? I dare you to find that moment, YouTube, where you can just make me look like an absolute monkey. Anyway, so I really admire Meghan um, for her resilience in this situation, this smear campaign that has been waged against her, and Harry too, to a lesser extent. But I have to say that if I were in her place and I knew ahead of time that, you know, the person I married would cause me to just be hated by so many people, I mean, I would run away. I would run for my life, you guys. I don't know about you. Tell me in the comments. I mean, I know that I had many people, about 40 people responding to the poll, which on my YouTube channel is a lot. I have a very modest audience at the moment. But tell me in the comments of this YouTube video version of the article whether you think that Harry and Meghan would have gone through with their wedding, with their marriage, with their love, despite knowing in advance, if they were, you know, they were clairvoyant or something, that they would be subject to this smear campaign for so long, so widespread, so horrific and vitriolic, so unrelenting. You know, do you think they would have still married? Would you have even? I mean, if you were in their place, let me know in the comments. Okay, you guys, so I'm gonna finish my popcorn, take a few sips of my tea, and see you in the next video. I have no idea what the next video will be. I'm just making this up as I go on. Okay, bye.